This is a deconstructed lasagna bake, used Radiatore pasta. Probably not familiar with it, but this will give you the same flavor as lasagna in less than 1 hour from start to finish. You can have dinner on the table. Absolutely delicious. If you want to see how I make this and be put up on a new type of pasta to use for any dish, keep watching. Okay, I'm going to get started with 1 pound of Italian sausage. And then I'm going to add a half a pound, which equals a pound. This is 93.70 ground beef. And this one is, I think this one's 1820. I'm just going to brown the meat until it's no longer pink. The meat is almost completely cooked. Comment down below if you like this little gadget. I love it, but as you see, pieces of meat uncooked get stuck there. So you have to, well, what I do is I take a spoon and scrape in between to make sure all the uncooked meat is thoroughly mixed into the pot. Just want to make sure this is completely cooked, no pink. There is pork in this. You can use ground beef solely, or you can use Italian sausage solely. I just like a mixture of the beef and the sausage. So I use paper towel to get rid of all the excess oil. And at this point here, I like to add 1 tablespoon, heaping tablespoon of garlic. We really like garlic around here at my house. So I'm gonna add the garlic and saute that in. And one of my tricks is also 1 heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. It just drives home the tomato flavor. I think works perfectly in spaghettis and pastas. I'm using a jarred sauce. If you have your own homemade or your favorite, use it. And you just want to cook the tomato paste just for a few minutes to get it completely mixed in. It's kind of like frying it to bring out the flavor. I'm adding 1/4 cup of sugar. Yes, sugar belongs in spaghetti or pasta sauces here at the Mallory household. If you're new to my channel, welcome back. Welcome. My name is Jennifer. I upload 2 videos a week and always include an inspirational quote and tell a controversial joke. And those of you that know me know my husband is super, super picky, so I don't have many food options to use while cooking. So this is where I add the sauce. I'll be using Kettle Ragu brand. This is his favorite. Use whatever sauce you like. My trick is I turn it upside down. That way you don't have to add any water and get all the remaining sauce out. I have another pot going for my pasta water. Just adding this in. That was 1 jar. And I'm going to add half of another jar of the same sauce. It's Kettle Ragu. This is where I add my spices. We like a lot of oregano in ours, so I'll be adding oregano quite heavily. Italian seasoning. And a must and a deal breaker for us. We love fennel. Fennel is what you see the little seeds on pepperoni. Sometimes I put it in my mortar and pestle. Sometimes I do it quickly like this because this is my quick, fast, easy meal today. And I'm using basil, all the traditional Italian herbs to this. A little bit of seasoning salt. And of course, black pepper. You just want to stir this and let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Let all the flavors and spices come together. 1 package of room temperature Philadelphia cream cheese, 8 ounces. This will be the single layer in the middle of this casserole. I call it like a stuffed pasta dish because it's just like a shortcut. It's like lasagna without all the layers. And I'm going to be using a different pasta that you guys aren't probably hip to, so I want to turn you on to something different. So this is super soft. I'm going to get this in the bowl. Then I'm going to add 1 container of cottage cheese, small curd. If you like ricotta, go ahead and use ricotta. I technically do not like ricotta. And I'm going to season this also with some Italian seasoning. I like to season on all layers. For this layer, I am going to be using some parsley, dried parsley. And some more basil. Just eyeballing it. And more oregano. And then quite a bit of Parmesan cheese. This is the pre-grated stuff. I'm gonna mix this together. 1 egg as a binder. And I always crack my eggs separately to make sure the egg is fine. And plus, you see there's a shell in there. Sometimes it's near impossible to get the shell out of a dish. I'm just gonna lightly mix that and add that to the mixture. And stir this all together. And this will go in the center. I'm only doing 2 layers, which you'll see. And my pasta water is boiling. So once the pasta is fully cooked, then we layer this and put this in the oven. My oven is heated to 350 degrees. And this will go in uncovered for about 30 minutes, maybe 45, just until it's nice and bubbly. You just want to get this thoroughly mixed. My water's boiling, so you always want to salt your pasta water before you add your pasta. That's the only time you get to season it. I want to put you guys on something new. I'm using Radiatore. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but they're nice little spirals. You can see that, and it grips the sauce really, really nicely. So I'm going to let that come to a boil and cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, I did cook the entire box of the Radiatore. And so now what I'm going to do is layer this. So I'm going to take I'm going to spray this because you know your girl does not like cleanup. My channel's all about easy, quick, fast weeknight meals. I don't know how you found me, but I'm glad you're here. When you're in a hurry, my channel is where you need to be. I'm just going to put some sauce at the bottom and then smooth this out. Then add some cooked pasta. Some more sauce. Smooth this out. We like a lot of meat, so don't be afraid to add the meat sauce. And check it for seasoning to your family's liking. And here I'm going to add the cheese mixture with the cottage cheese and the cream cheese and all the extra seasonings and 1 egg. Smooth that across. It's like a deconstructed almost lasagna using the Radiatore pasta that I wasn't sure you guys were familiar with. You know, I'm all about changing old recipes and putting you guys up on new stuff. I'm gonna add more pasta. Then add the final layer of sauce. And I did layer a piece of foil underneath because this may bubble over. I'm using a 9 by 13 dish. And I suspect it will bubble over. Now I'm going to top this with the provolone and mozzarella cheese that I had left over. Just to use it up, you can use any kind of cheese you like. Provolone is very, very creamy. And I do have some mozzarella, so I'm going to use some of it. I don't think I'll need all of it. And then finally, I'm going to top this with pepperoni. My husband likes pepperoni with this Italian food, so I usually almost always incorporate pepperoni in his dishes. And then finally, just for extra seasoning, I'm going to add some more Italian seasoning to the top, just to make it look like it's really seasoned and has some love. And a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano, Parmesan cheese, just for extra flavor. Y'all know I'm extra. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes. Come back and show you what it looks like. Hey friends, this is super delicious. It pairs well with Texas toast, garlic bread, a nice salad. Has a nice layer of cheese. This comes together really, really fast. I think your family will love it. Please check back and keep watching my videos. I've got a lot of quick, fast, easy meals if you're in a hurry and need something fast. So let me tell you guys my joke. An old man lying on his deathbed with his wife at his side. They have 7 sons. 6 are big and healthy. The 7th son is weak and sickly. Before the man dies, he says to his wife, "Please tell me, our son who is sick and weakly, he's really my son?" His wife responds, "Yes, dear. Yes, he is, dear." After hearing this, the old man lets out a sigh of relief and passes away. After he's gone, his wife says to herself, "Thank God he didn't ask me about the other 6. Oh my God. So, well, she didn't lie and he died in peace. He didn't ask the right questions, I always say. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Check with my channel for quick, fast, easy meals. All of them are quick, fast, and easy, minus a couple. I like to do 1-pan dishes with easy cleanup, and I almost always spray my dishes with some kind of non-stick cooking spray because I rarely use the dishwasher. But more importantly, comment. You know, I like my comments. I like to respond. Give me some choices. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like. Critique me. I love it. So please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And I'd like to see you back on the next one. Keep watching. I got tons of videos. You might want to catch up if you like jokes. Keep watching. Some of them are super funny. Some of them are kind of sick. It just depends on what you like. Wide audience. Love you guys. Catch up with you soon.